What's going on, beautiful people? Thank you for tuning in and watching. I appreciate your appreciation of my ransom videos. It's been a while since I made a video shirtless because of the fucking winters here. Because even in my room it's cold, right? But I have this idea. And so I thought, the idea of the video is, why did we wear clothes? Why do we wear clothes, right? So, here I am. I have to kind of live up to the expectation of the video, right? Why do we wear clothes? Now, of course, the first answer to you would be, if you're someone living in Canada like me, is it's fucking cold, bro. What do you mean? It's fucking cold. Okay, fair enough. And that's exactly precisely why we should wear clothes. And that should be the function of clothes, is to protect you from cold weather, right? But if it's warm, why are we wearing clothes? Now, what I'm really talking about here is, if you actually walk around in society anywhere naked, like if I walk around, like right now I'm wearing pants, so I'm not totally naked, but if I actually was to go around naked, I would get arrested. They would fucking arrest me, bro. They'd arrest me for public indecency. They'd arrest me. Now here is the interesting thing, and here's what I want you to think about. This body right here, this flesh, this hair, right, that, we're so ashamed of. This animal body, this is an animal body. This body that we're in here is the body that we come sliding through a tube from like another dimension into a vagina and out into this dimension, out into this world. This is our most basic self. This is our most basic form as a human being. And we decided globally as a society, this is everywhere, that it is inappropriate to walk around with your most basic form. Like, think about it. Like my friend, one of my fucking brothers, right? He told me he was sitting in a pool and he was on mushrooms. And it came to him suddenly. He's like, why the fuck are we wearing clothes? And I've had those moments on mushrooms. It's like, why are we wearing clothes? Why are we covering up our genitals? What is so bad about genitals? What is, like, doesn't everybody have them? Like, you have them, I have them. So it's like, we all have assholes, and half of us have vaginas, and the other half has penises. It's like, why are we wearing clothes? Why are we covering up? What is so terrible about a penis? What is so terrible about a vagina? What is so terrible about an ass? What is so terrible about hair? What is so terrible about tits? Like, why are we covering up? Why are we so against the human body? Like, this is we all have it. You have it, I have it. Show me a human being that doesn't have a body. Please show me a human being that doesn't have a body. And I'll get on my knees and I'll kiss your feet. Okay? It's like, no, every human being has a body. Every human being comes in, every stream of consciousness comes in into this physical body, into this physical dimension with this physical body. And somehow, at some point, we decided, hey, it's really inappropriate for us to walk around naked. I mean, natives don't give a fuck. Like, native cultures and hunter-gatherer tribes, like, they don't give a fuck. Because they're in the animal world. What I think happened is we got too domesticated, man. We got too domesticated. The human animal got too domesticated into civilization, and we started to view certain aspects of being an animal as unpleasant, as inappropriate, and shameful. So even in a country like Canada, where it's very much on the frontier of what you would call liberation, yeah, it is. It's right up there. Even in a country like Canada, if I was to go walk around naked, somebody would call the cops. This is inappropriate. Somebody's walking around with a penis and his ass is hanging out and his titties are hanging out, and yeah, you should come check him out. So the cops will come in. First of all, they'll probably look, are you crazy? Are you crazy? That's the first thing. And then if they see that I'm sane, they'll probably take me to jail, man. public indecency, right? Like, come on. What do you mean? Like, this is it. This is everybody's got it. I don't know what happened, man. I think we lost touch with the animal in us. You know, it's like, no. Look, there's an animal body. You're in this animal body. It fucking stinks. Like, the armpits fucking stink, right? And, you know, in order to survive, you have to eat, and you have to shit, and you have to piss. And it's just the way it is, right? And yes, sometimes it looks funny. And yes, penises do look funny. You know, if you look at a penis looks funny. It's a funny looking thing. You know, and but it is what it is. Like, that's the human body. That's our most basic. This is our most basic. It's like going up to like a lion pride and telling them, you guys gotta dress up. You know what? The lion's gonna fucking chop your head off if you try to dress it into something. It's like, well, what do you mean? You know, but we somehow decided it's not a good thing to be an animal. It's inappropriate to hang around the universe with what God has given you, right? And so cover it up. It's bad. Penises, vaginas, bad. Ass, bad. You know, I don't get it. I don't get it. I only get it when it's like, yeah, it's cold. Like, yeah, it's fucking cold, bro. Like, I'm starting to get cold. My hands are starting to get cold, right? I want to put on a shirt right now because it's cold. I get it when it comes to practical purposes. But that's not why we wear clothes. We don't wear clothes for... You don't see people in Canada or, you know, I mean, summers here get hot. You don't see anybody naked. Because if you do, that person's going to go to jail pretty soon. Public indecency. So then we wear clothes because we think it's inappropriate to be naked. And that's why so many people have body shame issues, man. People are not confident of their bodies. They're not confident of their bodies. Most people would be terrified of the idea of walking around naked. Terrified. It's like, oh, I'm always so used to wearing clothes. It's like, oh, I feel naked right now. It's like, oh, people are gonna see my penis. They're gonna see my vagina. They're gonna see my tits. Oh, they're gonna see the hair. It's like, yeah, people are not confident of their bodies because they're taught to wear clothes from like a very early age. They're taught that being naked is it's not appropriate. Yeah, that's really weird. It's really weird. It's fucking weird when you think about it. This is what God has given you. This is your most basic suit. This is your most basic. This is why what you come into here into this world. Duh. So I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I gotta go to Burning Man. I gotta go. Burning Man is like a festival that is held somewhere in Nevada, I think, in the desert. People get fucking loaded on psychedelics and everybody's like fucking naked pretty much. You know, so yeah, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't get this domestication. I don't get this, why the human body is looked at as something inappropriate. Like, no, you know, just like you can see my hands, it's okay if you see my penis, or not that I want to show you, but it should be okay. It should be okay it should be okay. And the only reason why it's not okay is because we said it's not okay as a society. But I think if we allowed everybody to just be like, okay, you know what? Fuck clothes. You know, let's start being going around naked. It's gonna require probably like the first like wave of people that go in naked. Those are gonna be the brave ones. But once they do, like let's say now it's like society, government says, all right, guys, we don't have a problem with the naked body anymore. So you don't have to wear clothes if you don't want to, you know? People are still like weirded out because we're conditioned not to wear clothes. But here's the thing. You'll have a bunch of people, they'll go out, this will be the brave ones. The ones that are, you know, like, okay, let's do it. But I guarantee you, once it becomes a thing and everybody starts to do it, it will become normalized. And we'll just be adapted to seeing people naked and it won't be a problem anymore. Guarantee you. So it just requires reconditioning. It's like, just recondition, you know, it's like, this is your most basic thing. It's like, just, you gotta honor it and love it and respect it and embrace it and love it. Like, it's like, I'm here with it. So, you know, yeah, like, why do I have to cover it? You know, it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Anyway, that's my rant for now. That's my rant for now. Okay. Yeah, it might be radical for some of you guys. So, yeah, if you want to fucking dislike and leave shitty comments, go ahead. But I will ask you this: ask yourself, why am I wearing clothes? Why do we have to wear clothes as a society? Why are we so ashamed of our body? I'm still baffled by it. I'm still baffled. Anyway, God bless you all, guys. I love every single one of you. In before the comments saying, bro, you have a good body, so you know you're confident with it, blah blah. It's like, that's not my point here. My point is the human body, just as a body. That's my point, okay? And as always, don't forget to subscribe, or you're gonna sleep with the fishes.